Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigval here and welcome back to our video. Boys, we have something huge in the store. So this is the sale and I'm gonna explain every single chest to you. But first of all, do you see something that's not right in this picture? And it's not right in a very good way. So we get this Zatanna chest that's on a 20% sale from 250 gold to 200 gold. And if you don't know what's wrong with that, the Zatanna just doesn't usually cost that much. So this is literally a legendary character chest, and it has the bright chances of a legendary character chest. If we take a look at the Mr. Freeze chest, which is basically the same system of chest that the Zatanna chest is, you can see that it has the exact same chances. But they messed up the pricing, so instead of the Zatanna chest being on like a 25% sale, it's on more than a 50% sale. I'm not gonna calculate the exact amounts, but it's higher than 50% sale on the Zatanna chest. But yeah, now that's I kind of I mean you probably noticed this yourself, but I wanted to open the video with this. But let's take a look at all the chests in the store and talk about them. So first of all, we got Sail on Batman the Drowned, and she's the best character in the game, and it's gonna be an 8% chance. This is an amazing chest. I'm gonna explain to you the order in which I suggest you buy them, and you might want to stick around for that, because even though this is the best character in the game, you might want to go for the Zatanna chest for a little bit of a reason I'll explain in a second. But yeah, this chest, the Batman the Drowned chest, is absolutely great. 8% chance for arguably the best character in the game is not something you want to give up, and it's a 20% sale. I mean, it's not a huge deal if you pay the full price for this, but hey, if it's on a sale, you might as well take advantage if you don't have Batman the Drowned unlocked, or you want to get the high star rating higher. Now, Zatanna is a character that you eventually want to have. Is not a character that's mandatory in the early stages of the game. She does some percentage hull damage, so she's fine in that regard. She does not need the gears to function. She can function just fine without the gears. You just need the percentage hull damage from her and the damage buff, and nothing on the gears is gonna influence her doing that. I mean, except for her dying if you're not careful with no gears, but she works very well with no gears. She buffs the League of Archetypes. She's an amazing character, but again, wouldn't be the first choice normally, but this is not a normal situation. So this is an amazing chest currently because of the mess up they did with the price. Mr. Freeze is a good character, but it's not something I recommend for beginners, because Mr. Freeze is a character that will demand a lot of shards out of you. Yeah, he'll need gears, he'll need to be high star rating, and when he has all that, he's gonna do well for you. But if you just unlock him at 3 stars with no gears, he's gonna be useless. He's gonna be absolutely useless for you. So this is kind of a chest for people who are at the point with their account, and I think I am at that point on my main account, and I'm probably gonna open some Mr. Freeze chests on the main account actually. But for a lot of people, you're not at that point yet. When it comes to characters that require to be maxed out to properly work, like Mr. Freeze is honestly the best example I can give, you should wait until that's the worst priority. That's the last priority, because for the price you would get a Mr. Freeze working to 6 stars, so he one-shots with even Puppet of Zatanna. You would need to spend the resources it would take you to unlock a bunch of other characters that work at 3 stars and do not require gears. So be mindful of this. This is a good character, but you're probably, a lot of you are not at the spot where this should be a priority. Enchantress Pro, I don't own this character, and this would probably be a pretty good time to just get this chest for the purpose of just unlocking her. I mean, I own her on the secondary accounts. I randomly dropped her, but she's not good. She's gonna be decent in Arena Champions, Arena League Invasions with the whole Suicide Squad setup, and for that they need to be highly upgraded, they need to be geared up. It's really not something I can recommend. I don't think it's ever gonna be Harley or Enchantress are the worst legendary characters. I mean, if we don't talk about Orm too, but I don't recommend this one at all. Benelux is pretty decent. He's definitely not a priority, far less of a priority than Zatanna, because he does the percentage hull damage that she does, but it's going to be a bit more inconvenient to do it with him, and he does not provide a buff, unlike Zatanna, so he's serving a single purpose, which is dealing some percentage hull damage. And what else do we have? This is a total waste of gems. Do not touch this, because you're gonna have a challenge for her. You can farm her from the challenge, and while she is decent in the League Invasion type of deal, it's not something that you should need or should be a priority. Now, Sigval, in what order do I unlock those? Okay, let me give you a checklist. So normally, it would be Batman, the Crown, Zatanna, and then the rest of the list. But here, it's actually gonna be Zatanna, Batman, the Drowned, because they messed up with the chest and this is far bigger of a sale. And yet again, if you were to get Batman the Drowned right now, and you don't have any of these characters, Batman the Drowned would probably be the better character for you. Batman the Drowned will for sure do more for your account than Zatanna will do, but at the same time, you're gonna see this chest usually at just 250 gems instead of 200, and you have a whole week to get this. They might even do a little bit of a hotfix on the Zatanna. And what I'm saying is that this is probably the best chance you're ever gonna get to try and unlock Zatanna. This is too much of a bargain. As far as the usefulness and how good the characters are, Batman the Drowned is the better character, but Zatanna is the far better deal because they messed up the price. So I highly recommend you go first for Zatanna. If you don't have Zatanna, open this until you unlock her. You'll never ever get better options of unlocking Zatanna. I really suggest you go for Zatanna first, and then Batman the Drowned would be a second priority if you don't have her maxed out. You want some star rating on her, but really, please unlock Zatanna. Take advantage of this. Next up, Ben who laughs is not really a mandatory character. Like, I have him on my secondary account and on my main account. On my main account, I don't really use him at all because Batman Drone does not have an optimal team with him. You want to pair her up with Robin King usually. And on the secondary account, I sometimes use him for percentage hull damage, but everything I use for percentage hull damage has kind of a dual purpose. Zatanna also buffs my character. Legendary Black Adam also is able to help me trigger Puppet. Deathstroke has the synergy with Nora Snowglobe and does a lot more damage. This is the only one that has just the percentage hull damage, so I don't think he's that much of a priority, and neither is Mr. Freeze. So go for either of those two, and then maybe whatever you want to do, either unlock Batman Flaps or Mr. Freeze, because on one hand, Batman Flaps is more useful than Mr. Freeze at 3 stars and no gears, because again, it's percentage hull damage as long as you don't die while using him, while Mr. Freeze is going to be kind of a long-term investment. So yeah, again, you don't really have to spend anything. If you don't like any of the offers, never feel obligated to spend your gems. But if you're gonna spend your gems, make sure you get yourself a Zatanna. This is a very, very good deal. So priority Zatanna, Batman the Drowned, and either Mr. Freeze or Batman who laughs, whatever you want, honestly. But if you don't feel like your account is at the point where you need or have to have those two, you can just skip the whole sale if you don't want to. And those two are just garbage. And a brief look to the special offers. It's gonna be 3 gold characters. With the chances to get legendary. If you want to gamble to get a legendary from here, I highly advise against it. If you want to buy 1 or 2 of these, if you're a new player, to speed up your progress in Arena and Champions Arena, I mean, that's somewhat justifiable, I guess. Also this one, what's the difference? Oh, this one is gonna also give you golds too. Does the other one also give them at 3 stars? Yeah, this is 3 stars and 3 stars, and this is gonna be double the price for higher chances for a legendary character. The legendary selection here is not that bad, but again, you're gambling for legendary, so I don't know. Honestly, go for half the price to get some golds. If you're a new player to the game, this might help you out a bit, but you don't need to do this, and those are not amazing. We get some sales here on the legendary characters, which are garbage. We have a sale on Batman the Drowned, but why would you get Batman the Drowned if you have a chest for her in the store that's like so much better than spending real money for her? You have an 8% chance, but you don't need to spend money here. And something important to mention, if you unlock her and you find yourself not having the goddamn years, then don't worry and don't spend money for it, because she's got a challenge that comes around sometimes. Often enough, I guess, and you're gonna be able to drop the gears from there, so don't worry about it too much. They don't recommend any of the legendary character bundles, because what they do is, it's on a 30% sale, but a lot of those are good from 3 stars, like Batman Labs, Zatanna. What they do is don't put the 3-star one on sale, but put the 4-star one on sale, so I don't think this is advantageous for you. Yeah, that's gonna be it for the paid offers as well. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Please get yourself a goddamn Zatanna. It's too good of an offer to give up on it. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.